what we are getting from the nature, that we are calling as natural resource. For example, air, water, land, river, like that we are getting from the minerals. Okay, like that we are getting from the nature. Okay. So, the resource which is available from the nature, that we are able to use directly or indirectly. Right? If you are taking the resource directly, there is no need to convert again. But if you need to use that, we are not able to use directly, we should make some modifications there. Am I right? Clear to you? For example, paddy, we are not able to take directly. We should boil, okay, and we should make it as rice, and we should boil that for taking as food. Okay, at the same time, then fruits, okay, that we can take directly. Okay, so direct use and indirect use it is clear to you. And second one, human made resource. Okay, human beings know by using their ideas, knowledge, abilities, they are making more and more resources. Okay, that is known as human made resources. For example, the fan we are using, the cloth we are wearing, okay, the aeroplane that we are making, the road and the railways that we are using. Okay, these are the examples of human made resource. Okay, so for making the resource, we should use the knowledge, then our ideas, our abilities, like that. Okay, then next one, human resource. Human resource means the ideas, knowledge and the abilities of the human beings to create more and more resources, that we are calling as human resource. Okay, see for example, doctor, lawyer, okay, teacher, like that. Okay, so they are using their ideas, they are using their knowledge to create more and more resources. So the sum total of all abilities acquired and inherited in the human beings, we can call as human resource. Okay, while assessing the value of asset, the human resource that is treated as an important asset, and the development of a nation, it will be depending upon the ability and the efficiency of the human beings. Am I right? Okay, clear to you? And again, we are going back. Natural resource can be classified on the basis of development and use. And the second one on the basis of origin and the stock. And the third one on the basis of distribution. Clear to you? See, out of the classification of resources, the first one is natural resource. Right? The natural resource can be again classified. Okay, natural resource can be again classified. Okay, classified on the basis of development and use, and the second one on the basis of origin and the stock, then on the basis of distribution. Okay, out of that, on the basis of development and use, the resource can be, natural resource can be actual and potential. Okay, on the basis of development and use, again the natural resource can be classified into actual and potential. Okay, actual resource means now we are using that, and today's technology that is enough to use the resource. Today's technology that is enough to use the resource, and the best example for that is coal deposit of Ruhr region of Germany. Clear? And the second one, potential resource, means in future we are using that. Today's technology that is not enough to use such a resource. Okay. So, the quantity we are not able to measure, such a resource we are calling as potential resource. Okay, for example, the uranium found in Ladakh. Okay, that is known as potential resource. Clear to you? So once again, on the basis of development and use, natural resource can be classified into actual and potential. Actual resource means we are using now that resource. Okay, we are able to measure the quantity. Okay, we are able to measure the quantity, and today's technology is enough to use that. This is known as actual resource. Clear to you? And the second classification, potential resource, means this type of resource we are using in future. Okay, and we are not able to measure the quantity, and today's technology is not enough to extract such a resource. Okay, such resource. Okay, see the best example for the actual resource, that is rich deposit of coal in Ruhr area. Okay, region of Germany, and the best examples for the potential resource, uranium deposit which is found in Ladakh. Is it clear to you? Clear? Okay, and the second one, on the basis of origin and the stock, it can be classified into biotic and abiotic. Right? It can be classified into biotic and abiotic. Okay, biotic resource means what is the living resources. Okay, biotic resource means the living resources. At the same time, abiotic resource means the non-living resource. Okay, non-living resource. For example, what is the example? Soils, okay, rocks, okay, minerals, okay. These are treated as abiotic resource. At the same time, biotic resource means plants, animals, human beings. Okay, all these are treated as biotic resource. Okay, and the resource can be grouped into renewable and non-renewable. Okay, totally the resource can be grouped into renewable and non-renewable. Renewable means renewable and non-renewable. Okay, renewable means after the usage we can easily replenish that. After the usage, such a resource can be easily stored. For example, air. Okay, at the same time, non-renewable resource means after the usage it is not able to restore easily. For example, minerals and power resources. Okay, clear? Understood? Renewable means the resource which is easily replenished after the usage. It is known as renewable resource. At the same time, non-renewable resource means we are not able to renew easily after the usage. Clear to you? And third category, on the basis of distribution resource can be classified into localized. And the second category, ubiquitous resource. Okay, ubiquitous resource. On the basis of distribution, again the natural resource can be classified into localized and ubiquitous. Okay, localized resource means we are not able to see everywhere. At the same time, ubiquitous resources means we are able to see such resources everywhere. Right? That means in some areas only localized resource we are able to see. At the same time, ubiquitous resources means we are able to see such resources everywhere. Am I right? Clear? See the best examples for the localized resource, that is a copper. Okay, copper and what is mineral resources like that. Okay, we are not able to see such resources everywhere. Only some areas only we are able to see that. Okay, at the same time, ubiquitous resource means the best example for that is air. Am I right? So, today's topic, these are, so I am revising once again. See, resource. Resource means the things which is used to satisfy the particular need. For example, air, water, food like that we are taking. Again, the resource can be classified into natural resource, human-made resource, human resource. Natural resource means which is drawn from the nature. Human-made resource means which is made by the human beings. Human resource means the sum total of all abilities acquired and inherited in the human beings. Okay? And again, on the basis of natural resource can be classified on the basis of development and use, on the basis of origin and stock, on the basis of distribution. Okay, on the basis of development and use, again it is classified into actual and potential. Then on the basis of origin and stock, biotic and abiotic, and on the basis of distribution, localized and ubiquitous, right? And the first one, actual, means now we are using such a resource, we are able to measure the quantity, and today's technology that is enough to use such resources. For example, coal that we are using today. Okay, and the second one, potential, these are the future resource, now we are not using that. Some more and more technology that we have to use for extracting such resources, and the quantity we are not able to measure. For example, uranium deposit found in Ladakh. Okay, and on the basis of origin and stock, biotic and abiotic. Biotic means living resource, abiotic means non-living resource. So the best examples for the biotic, plants, animals, human beings. Abiotic, rock, minerals like that. Okay, and on the basis of distribution, localized and the ubiquitous. Localized resource means we are not able to see everywhere. Okay, only some area only we are able to see such a resource. For example, minerals, copper like that. Okay, and ubiquitous means everywhere we can see that. For example, air. Okay, so after watching the topics and all now, if there is any doubt, you can ask me at any time. Right? Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Right?